Hey everybody, it's Pattie with Get Personal with Pattie. June has arrived. Stop leaving the big dreams to the millionaires. We can all be millionaires, right? That's why we budget. We budget to be intentional with our money. I know I do. So to wrap up May in one word, I would have to say emergency. So I have an emergency fund. It's not that big. I put money in it weekly, but I had to withdraw $500 from it to pay off some tires that we needed for the car after our road trip. We had a little hiccup on the way home, so we had to put that tire on a credit card, and that was $216 because when you're on the road and you have to get home, so you do whatever price they give you, that's what you have to do. So I learned something about May. I do have an alley fund, which you might hear or see, a lot of people talking about online buckets. I have an alley account that I transfer money weekly into. And for the most part, I don't use it. I do use it sometimes, but it doesn't really build up, I find, because it's only $20 a week. But so now my goal is to just really keep that money in there. I might up it a little more and really begin a car maintenance fund and house maintenance, because I did put another $500 for tires, battery. We got stuck in early May. We had to put a new battery in. So things like that. So I really need a car maintenance fund. And if I have a debit card for it, then I know it's cash that's really been taken out. So one of my focuses in June is to pay down the credit card that I just put $1,000 on, because I was this close paying it off. And that's okay, because that's what the credit card is there for. For me, I do want to lower my credit card and have it at zero, but then I also want that flexibility to use it monthly, to pay it off monthly. I use a card that has rewards on it, so of course everything that I put on it in May, I received a cash reward that I can pay toward it, but I don't want to use it like that. I want to use it and pay it off. So in June, my goal is to pay off everything that I used in May on the credit card, especially, to the car. All our gas for our New York trip, that extra tire, the battery. So that was close to $500 just for those three things. And I'm going to pay that off in June, because I don't want that credit card to continue to rise and not be paid off. Okay. So this is my first paycheck in June, which is today. I had no overtime. I have a cushion of $125. My checking account balance was $108. And then with no overtime, my check was $186. That is only for this account. I do put $100 into another joint account that pays only our joint bills. I use the big budget by Paycheck workbook with that money, and I'm going to do a video on that as well. And then this is the box set by the Budget Mom that I use, and this is June. So I have $420 to work with. I'm comfortable with a $150 cushion, and that's just in case. So I had $125. I added $25 this week. I have $150. So this is because it's the first of the month. I really don't pay any bills on the first of the month. If you're watching this video for the first time, my paycheck covers all envelopes, all sinking funds, and utility. So my envelopes, for the most part, are these cash envelopes right here. And this month, I'm going to do just a couple of sinking funds because I'm concentrating more on paying that credit card down. So I'm going to put $60 in for groceries. My husband and I will get $25 this week. I budgeted $50, but I'm going to only put $30 in our dine out envelope this week. We did order pizza last night, and we had to debit it, and that was like $33. So we're done. And we both need to lose. My husband doesn't need to lose weight, but I do, and We're going to be more cautious. I'm getting back to meal planning, filling our refrigerator, all that jazz for June. And then extra childcare, I put in 30. My 2 sinking funds that I'm going to do are the pool, 21, and Grace's birthday. Those are my concentration for June. So that's $5 each. So I put $10. And then my word for June, I choose a word. I take the letter, represent the dollar amount is pool, because we have a pool, and hopefully it'll be warm enough for a pool. As I look outside, it's raining again. It's $16. And then my transfer to Allie is 20. This 25 and 10, which is my emergency fund and my Christmas fund, is automatically taken out from another account that gets a deposit of $50. So I put it here, but I don't really count it in here. I would have to add the 50 to this, which is okay either way. So my leftover is $54.27, and I might pay $50 on the credit card. In the beginning of this, here's my calendar for the month, just so you can see it. These beautiful stickers that you see are from Life in Envelopes on Etsy. I recommend you go on Etsy for your stickers. Life in Envelopes is wonderful. She's very creative. She does some great stickers. And hear her story on YouTube. Jennifer's very motivational, and her stickers are beautiful. This is called limoncello or lemoncello. I love it. And all my books, I think, have this pattern for June. So kind of cute. So I put my paydays on Fridays. I put my word here, my letter, so I know how much I'm putting aside for that sinking fund for pool. I do have an extra income that comes in on the 8th, so I put that as well there. And then, exactly what I'd like to pay. My utilities I try to pay twice a month, so I have one here on the 18th, and I'll probably do the 26th as well. So that's my calendar. And then here's my weekly check-in. Now, these stickers I got from CaraJo Plans on Etsy, and I asked them to be custom made to fit the small box set, which she obliged, and I love it. I love it. So go check CaraJo Plans out. I also use CaraJo Plans stickers like this for color to keep track of when I spend money out of my account. I use gray for cash. I use green for credit card. So when I show you my budget by Paycheck big workbook for May, you'll see how much green was used. Oh, it's disgusting. But that's okay. There'll be no green in June, and that's what I'm sticking to. And this pink I use for cash. So when I use cash, I just cut these for smaller for the budget. For this one, the box set, and I use the big ones for, the budget workbook. So I do use those as well. That's CaraJo Plans. Check her out on Etsy as well. So this is my weekly check-in. These are the ones that I want to keep track of. This covers 6/4 to 6/11. So in my groceries, I will put $60 budgeted this week, but I do have a $40 rollover. We have no groceries in the refrigerator as far as milk and stuff like that. I just did a butcher box. You can see that video here on YouTube. So I don't need to buy meats, but I do need to buy, salads and ham and cheese and all that. So I'll have an Aldi haul for you tomorrow. I have a $40 rollover plus $60, so I'm figuring my grocery bill will be between $60 and $70. My goal is to continuously have a rollover. We'll see how that works. Personally, $25. I'm going to keep track of how I spend it. Every Friday, I go out to lunch with a friend at work, and that's probably usually between $15 and $20. So I really don't have that much left over. Dine out, I did say $50 originally, but I'm only going to put $30 in there. So I'm going to keep track of that for my weekly check-in. House cleaner, I put here $50, but I'm not putting any money in this week. So I'm going to change that to $0. And then unbudgeted, I did put that here. I really don't want to put anything in the spent category for unbudgeted, but when I do my weekly check-in next week, we'll see how great I do with that. So this is just in the beginning of after the calendar, there's these 2 note pages, and that's what I did, was the weekly check-in. I write small, as you can see, so I love that CaraJo Plans made that for me to fit right in here. And it's like week 1, week 2, category, budget, spent, remaining, monthly spent. So the monthly spent won't be used until the end, but I still like it. And then here's just a couple of notes for me to remind myself of what I want to do in June. My concentration on sinking funds is going to just be the pool 21 and Gracie's birthday. And then maybe summer patio. I have that new alley sinking fund for car maintenance. I'm not going to spend it. I'm going to put $20 a week in there. And I'm just going to try to put a little bit extra in there. I was talking about that twofold earlier. So now I'm going to have a car maintenance fund, but really I should have had one all along. And I wouldn't have been in that predicament to take money out of my emergency and put some on the credit card. But that's what they're there for, and I'm happy that they were there for me to use. I'm going to try to put a little extra money in my 100 envelope challenge. And then my savings challenge for June, as far as the word, is pool. Okay, so that's it. That's my budget for this week. I budget week to week because I am a weekly paycheck person. I get paid on a weekly basis. I did put Amazon credit card here. I'm not sure I'll be paying into that this week, but we'll see. And then I do the cash envelope breakdown of what denomination cash I want for the sinking funds or envelopes that I'm going to use this week. And then I go to this page here, put my starting balance of $233.64. That is the balance that's in my checking account on June 4th, which is today, which is my first paycheck for June. My rollover cushion was $125. I put an additional $25. I put my income in, my alley, and my cash. And I do color code it. I do this weekly, so I don't foresee me using any other money this week. But I will wait till midweek and then tally this up. It should equal 0 because this is exactly what I've spent. And then I do that weekly so that at the end of the month, I can fill out my where did my money go page easier. However it works for you. It's your budget. So good luck in June. Remember that June is a new month, and that means things are going well. You keep things the way it is, or you always have time and opportunity to recreate personally, professionally, and financially. Thanks for watching.